Hello, my beautiful stars, shining brightly as you are. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. I am here with a pick a card for you on the questions around what ancestral wounds that run through your family. So, something that has been in your family for generations, and that's been a wound, something that's been maybe a trauma, something that has been holding you and your family back in some way to transitioning and moving in a new and better way for the lives that you wish to see, as well as for your future generations to come. Okay, so that is what I have for the questions we have here for starters for pile one with the crystal garnet. So if you are feeling drawn to these crystals here with this pile, then this will be on what wounds, the ancestral wounds, generational wounds that run through your family, as well as pile two with the opal crystal. So if you're feeling drawn to these crystals here as well as pile two, then this will be a reading for you. And we have finally tiger's eye. So if you are feeling drawn to the tiger's eye crystal as well as this pile, then this is going to be your reading, pile three. I'll give you a moment to meditate, breathe, and find what resonates with you. If all that resonates that you see here, then go ahead and feel free to watch all. If you are feeling drawn to one or two, then find what resonates for you. Hello, my pile ones. If you've chosen the garnet crystal with this pile, then this is going to be your reading on what ancestral wounds that are running through your family that have been. All right, so we just have a few cards here, not a whole lot. I really want to get into the main card here, which says, I am in charge of my life. I am in charge of my life. What I'm feeling from this already is the aspects of you have always felt the need to be guided, maybe, that there are people that are also pushing you to do these things that you don't necessarily want to do, but because your family wants you to do them, you're feeling like you need to do those things. But you are in charge of your life, pile one. You can take control. Excuse me. You know what is best for you. You know what you want, what you don't want. You know these things might not be yours, your calling. Maybe you're thinking it's more of your mom's, your dad's, whoever is pushing you in order to do the thing that you don't want to do. That's their thing. That's more of their thing, probably more than yours. So if you can take back your power, pile one, then that's what can possibly heal. It's not going to be instantaneous, but if you're going to be in charge of your life, take back your power, take back control, then it's going to be easier for you to take the necessary steps in your life that you need to do, that you want to do, that's necessary for you. Okay, and then we also have on the back here, your whole body is a holistic, dynamic process in support of being alive. Yeah, okay, pile one, definitely take back the power and control and be in charge of your life. You're in charge of your life. You are in charge of your life. No one else can be in charge of your life, pile one. No one. It's the aspects that you can seek guidance in everything, but you are the one to take the action, do the necessary thing that you need in order to make that become a reality. You know, if you don't want to do this, you have to stop. You have to do the action. You have to make the, the steps. You take the steps to make it possible. Okay, we also have here within conjunction the temple path. Ooh, okay. So what I see from in this energy card is definitely the feeling that there's something that's been like a, I don't know why I just got ceremony right now. Like there's going to be something that is going to be great for you in the future, and for the days to come, for the actions you're taking, to the process, to being in charge of your life. I feel like also within the not having any control ceremony, I guess I was feeling like the sense of religion. Maybe for some, not all of you, there is a sense of having a connection with like church, with God, with source in that way, but it's not the way that you want to find that path. Like it's like you're in conjunction with a controlled environment that is telling you and teaching you, programming you this way, and you don't feel in control. You don't feel like it's your support that you're needing, that it's just a pushed in forced path, and you're wanting to see the beauty and to seek out that better templed path, the better opening to what is going to support you. Pile one, what's supporting you, for what you feel that's supporting you, that makes you feel like you have your power, that makes you feel in charge and in control, that you don't feel like you're everywhere, that there's chaos, that you have to go and be, told what to do, that you can, find the guidance within you, and maybe seeking guidance from other people, but not needing to feel the forced need to take that guidance, that you can choose to take what you want or not. So something that doesn't resonate with you, then let it go. If someone tells you something that you do not find of any value, that you are not seeking, that you aren't actually getting any relief, that you're not getting any help from, then that's a sign for you that it's not helping, it's not working for you. It's okay that it might be working for them, but you can find the things that is within you to help you take more control of your life. If things have been feeling just more everywhere, chaotic, and that you don't have any like grounding in this process, that's the necessary aspect too, that you can go ahead and you can find that grounding, and you can find it within you. Okay, you can always call back your power, because your guides, spirit, anybody that is there to support you is there to support you, pile one. But do not feel like you have to be forced into somebody else's judgment on what they think of you, okay? Oh, okay. And then we have our divine, our divine goddesses. Pill is divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desires? Yeah, okay, see, with this point of what I said in the terms of feeling like you're needing to call back your power, the passion, what you're feeling called to, what you want, not what someone else wants. Pile one. What is your heart's true desires? Be honest with yourself. Be more in control. Take back your power. Be in this support that you already know you have, okay? You have it within you, pile one, even if you feel like you don't know. Most of the time, we all don't know what we're doing. So if we just go ahead and take that leap of faith and take the action, do it, and just get out of our own way, then we can start to be living in our own true selves and not having to seek to like people please others is another thing. So, you don't have to please others. You don't have to make everybody happy. You don't have to do this because someone told you you should. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do, pile one. And that is the main thing that I'm feeling here, is that you need to just go to what you're feeling called to, what you're feeling drawn to. Don't just stay in this cycle, the repetitive cycle of just not being who you truly can be. Okay, and then we also have Artemis with Guardian. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. Okay, see, Artemis is here to say that there is guides around you and your family, pile one. And if you don't feel it because of everything that's been going on, just know deep down that there is, because you have support, you have guidance, you have something that's there that's going to be 24/7, and it's going to direct you and tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing. And it's the same for your loved ones. They have that same guidance. It's up to the person to take the action in what is good or in what is bad. Okay, so if you are going to follow in alignment with everything that you see that's happening that is bad, and you're going to keep on that path, then that is what's going to keep happening. That is going to be the wound that's going to keep running through your family, pile one. You're going to keep that process of staying in this burden that you do not feel like you are capable of doing and being all that you can be. Pile one, you might see your family before you, and think, oh, this has all been just struggle and just chaos and nothing's going anyone's way. So why should it even go my way? And that's the point of you being in charge of your life, you taking back your power, you being honest with yourself. Do you want to keep down this path? Or do you want to find something better that you know that's better for you? You have your guides, you have your guardians, you have everyone here to support you. Pile one, okay? Just, be open to the support. Be open to the guidance. If you think in the back of your head that you shouldn't be doing this, then maybe you shouldn't be doing it. You can feel called to what you are, drawn to, called to. You can go to it. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourselves. Okay, and then we have the last two cards here to end your reading here, pile one. So we have here Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Ooh, okay. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Yeah, I feel like that within the family. You have to embrace the chaos, embrace the things that haven't been going your way, haven't been going right in some way or whatever, pile one. And, looking at that and knowing that, hey, okay, this isn't going my way. This isn't making anything better. And I don't see it, progressing in a better way. And I don't see, this changing for anyone in my family, especially myself right now. So what is it that I need to do in order to embrace these chaotic moments and to know that it's not for me and it's not what I want for myself? I don't want it for my family, but they have to go through that necessary step for themselves in order to work through that process and letting go, but embracing what it is that has been keeping them held back, and also the aspect for that you're embracing each other. Through each other you find the missing pieces. So within each of these moments, you're finding the missing pieces of, oh, this is why this hasn't been going this way, and oh, this is why this hasn't worked out, and everything. You're embracing the aspects of the things that you thought that were basically to go against you and everything, but it's really to show you that, hey, you don't need to stay in this. You can embrace all that you were before and know that that was a part of you, pile one, but you don't have to keep living in that part, that past. You're growing to learn to embrace each moment. Through each missing piece, you're learning to open yourself up to that power, to the control, being in charge. Okay? And even with Artemis here, it's taking that, arrow and just going forward. And then we also have your final card with, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. So this is just trying to reiterate for you too, pile one, that you have love within you and surrounding you. Your family is love, even if sometimes you don't feel it. Family is a sense of, connection. You're embracing the people that you have a connection with, that you have love for. And so through these wounds, it's really also to show you that, maybe you haven't felt so much love, but you need to look deep within your heart and you will feel it regardless. Your heart will feel deeply, pile one. It's as deep as the ocean. So you need to embrace maybe your family more in these times, pile one. Maybe maybe you can't push them on the same path that you're going, because maybe not all of them will agree and understand, and that's okay. That's okay. They don't always have to understand, pile one, but going through this change for you, taking back control and finding this passion to being guided in the ways that you need to be guided, pile one, you need to just go with what you're feeling called to and embracing it. Embrace it with open arms and know that it is for you, because you are doing the necessary steps. Not having someone else possibly, tell you, control you, this is how you should live, this is what I want you to do, I see you in this position. No, if you want to go ahead and try to embrace something new, pile one, then that is okay for you to do. Taking those steps to, walking away from what you once knew is basically that ancestral wound, the, generational patterns, the trauma and everything that might be holding you back. So look deep within yourself and know that you have the power within you, pile 1, okay? That is the reading that I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and then I hope that it resonated for you. If it did, then please give me a like down below, letting me know. And if you have any comments or questions for me, then please comment down below so that way I can go through anything that you might have for me, pile 1, as well as if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that way you can stay tuned for any readings that I might have for you in the future, pile 1. Thank you so much for being here, and as always, much love. Hello, my pile 2s. If you chose the Opal crystal here with this pile, then this will be your reading on the ancestral wounds that run through your family. So I really want to start off here with your main card. And it's giving is more important than winning. Okay, so what I'm already feeling from this card is the sense of you possibly feeling like you need to gain so much, and you see your family around you doing so much, and that it's like you feel like it's just, okay, let me just build, let me just build myself up, keep winning, keep getting all of these, these compliments, these prized possessions, and all of these things that I seek within me, that I need. And I see that my family is wanting and needing, and they're getting for themselves, and I gotta be on that same status, so I gotta be winning with them. And it says giving is more important than winning. So what I'm feeling from that is this aspect that you've already had, this aspects of winning, that you've won. Okay, pile 1. I'm sorry, pile 2. Excuse me. That you need to give more. That you need to allow yourself to let go of what it is that you've already built for yourself. What your family already has. You can give some things away if you already are in a place of, that you've won, that you feel like you're like, okay, everything's fine for me. I feel like I've won everything. Then maybe giving is more important for you right now. Pile 2. So we have on the back here, the more joy you're open to receiving, the less you'll need to have any boundaries at all. Okay, see, so you won't need to have any boundaries because you're open to the joy of receiving. You've already received so much. You have already been given so much. But giving is more important than winning for yourself right now. Pile 2. In the aspects, and even for your family, for like the points of you just going through and finding these things that you are wanting and needing. And the more joy you are open to receiving, the more joy around you, other than these other things, like these material things. For some of you, like if your family, is just wanting to throw gifts and gifts, and you're just getting all of this, and it's just like, oh, this is great, and I'm receiving all of this joy, and I'm open to receiving this, but this isn't what I really want. then that's the aspect that it's telling you to open yourself to the other areas, the other venues that are to be given to you, so you can receive that as well. And it's telling you to be open to the process of giving yourself. You'll have less need. The less you'll need to have any boundaries at all. So if you're open to receiving the joy in all aspects, in all venues of every area of your life, not just one thing, not feeling like you have to be just in this one path or whatever, you can give yourself these other feelings of winning than just in one area. So feel open to receiving more joy in your life, and know that it can happen for you. It can happen for you, it can happen for your family if you're more open to receiving that and giving away the things that isn't, in your path anymore, isn't serving you. Okay, and then we also have here door to personal healing and happiness. Oh, yeah, so that I'm feeling definitely you're just going in the joy, the open to receiving, the less boundaries you'll need to have at all. So you're walking through this own personal healing for yourself. You're going through to your own happiness because you know that you've won it all, possibly. In some cases, not for all of you, but for some, like, you are feeling like you have, been given so much, possibly, that it's like, okay, I know that I have this, so I need to give away what I've accumulated. Not all of it, but like a majority of you are feeling like, maybe called to charities. I don't know, something of a nature of giving back. That's what I'm feeling. It's just the natures of healing and happiness. It can be for any reasons that you're feeling drawn to, what resonates with you. If you feel the joy in doing that, giving back to those that's less fortunate, then that can be your path, okay? Pile 2, if you feel like you were judged maybe in your family for doing something like that because you have accumulated and you've won so much and you feel like you have so much that it's like, okay, what's the point of me having all of this when I can't give anything away? And maybe you've been feeling stuck in this aspect that your family will judge you or something, that now you're opening yourself up to this healing process, this personal healing, that maybe it's just a judgment within myself that I've been feeling, just kind of held back. Maybe it is the aspects that I am being judged by other people, whoever that resonates with. But it's just you finding that you don't need to have those boundaries burden you, okay? You set boundaries for yourself because it is better for yourself, okay, pile 2. So if you are also in the sense of, you've received, the more joy you are open to receiving, the less you'll need to have any boundaries at all, is the aspects that you are just open to your own healing and happiness. That's the more joy you are open to receiving, the more healing, the more happiness you're open to receiving, the less you'll need to have any boundaries at all. You set boundaries for yourself and reasons to put limits on yourself sometimes. What you shouldn't do. Okay, I'm going to limit myself here. I'm going to not do this. this is the boundary is set. I'm not gonna let you do this with me or whatever. I'm not gonna let you say that to me. I'm not gonna allow you to keep me in this place. You're open to receiving. So the less boundaries you have, you're open to receiving more around you, pile 2. Okay, and we have Lakshmi with bright future. Stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. See, she's telling you that you have support, you have everything within you. Just stop worrying. Everything and everybody around you is not in control of you. You're in control of you, of the things around you. You're in control of how you wish to treat and be treated. You are in control of this. You have the ability to just take that action for yourself, to heal what it is that is necessary for you right now. And in your family, you can't force anybody to do these things that they don't want to do. They would have to be open to receiving these actions themselves and to doing it themselves. But you need to stop worrying, because you have a bright future for yourself. If you are going on this path to personal healing and happiness, pile 2, then there is going to be this bright future. More joy. The more joy you're open to receiving, you can have it. The ancestral wound that I'm feeling is basically like you're the lack. It's like kind of also the lack. Like you feel like you can't have more than you already gained in a way. But what you already have is not what you are wanting, is how I'm feeling. It's like you're wanting something different and better for yourself. So stop worrying, everything's going to be fine. And we also have quiet time with Sage. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. See, open yourself to a brighter future with the healing, the happiness that you seek for yourself, pile 2. Not everything has to be a certain way. Not everything has to be set in stone. Open yourself to your own personal healing, the happiness that you wish to receive, and you will receive it. Okay, pile 2, I also have 2 other cards for you, the last 2 cards for your reading. And we have here, power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. See? Okay? You have power. The less you'll need to have any boundaries at all. When you know what is right for you, the less you need to do in order. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Pile 2. See, walk to your own personal healing and happiness. Take back your power. Sit and meditate. Rest, contemplate, all that it is that is not helping you. Stop worrying about everything that, people in your family or people around you are going to judge you because you're going to go ahead and change a path. Maybe in the senses of like I just got like a family business. Like if you're in something like this or whatever, it's like I've got all that I needed from this. Stop worrying, everything's going to be fine. If you want to go and take a leap of faith to go somewhere different, pile 2, you instinctively know what is right for you. You have the power to say no and walk away at any time. Okay? And then finally, we also have, transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. So with this pile 2 is the point being that, like, maybe you are also holding on to this point that it's going to be, you're going to be judged by family or something, or a relationship with somebody that's going to look and view at you in a different way, possibly perceive you in a different way, and you might even just transform that. Just transform it beyond, and it's going to deepen, and it's going to conquer more than you know, because you are actually stepping into your power, and you're walking through to find your happiness. There is a bright future that awaits for you, a bright future for you, pile 2. It's just if you want to be open to a brighter future. Don't set these boundaries for yourself thinking that you have to settle for less. You can transform. You can see the better. You can gain your power. You're growing for the better. You're moving past all of what has not been helping and serving you. You are noticing that in these wounds, it's not helping you. This generational trauma of some kind that you've been thinking, okay, I'm not good enough. But you instinctively know what is right for you. So just remind yourself that you can walk away and you can say no at any time. Don't feel like yes, you have to say yes. Don't feel like the yes man. Don't feel like you have to continuously please others and say, yeah, sure, okay. Okay, pile 2. This is the reading that I have for you. I hope that it resonates with you, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, then please go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below, letting me know. And if you have any comments for me, then please feel free to comment down below, so that way I can go through all the comments that you have for me. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel so that way you can stay tuned for any future readings that I might have for you. Pile 2, thank you so much for being here, and as always, much love. Hello my pile 3s, if you've chose the Tiger's Eye crystals with this pile, then this will be your reading on what ancestral wounds that are running through your family. Okay, so we're going to start out here with, you were made for awareness. Alright, so you were made for awareness. You were made to be aware of all things for you, pile 3. You were made to observe, to see everything around you, good and bad. You were made for awareness. Okay? I will spend 10 minutes observing instead of speaking. I will sit quietly by myself and sense how my body feels. Okay, so I feel within this sense here, there is like this wound of not feeling heard. I will spend 10 minutes observing instead of speaking. You don't speak your mind. Maybe that's a wound that is and has been harming you. I will sit quietly by myself and sense how my body feels. You are feeling through trauma that has been basically making you just feel like you are not good enough and worthy. I'm feeling like a whole vibe with all of these piles so far. But yeah, pile 3, you definitely, I feel, are like that quiet type, the shy one, the one that just keeps to themselves, the introvert that's always observing instead of speaking their mind. They are just analyzing, kind of like me in a way. I would say, somebody that likes to observe, and having this aspect of just knowing what it is that you feel for yourself in the moments, because there might be a lot of things that are going around you that are to show you the necessary aspects of what you are putting yourself in, what you're surrounding yourself with, and who you're surrounding yourself with, and being able to observe all of that and feel all of that. Instead of speaking, you are being more aware and knowing. And maybe it's also the aspects of trying to be more open to the points of speaking and not holding so much in. Ooh. And then we have broken heart here. So definitely there's something that's inside that is broken, breaking, that you're trying to heal. And that's where you're sitting quietly and observing and sensing how your body feels, this trauma within you that runs through you, and thinking that, okay, maybe I don't have this communication. Maybe I don't have those people around me. And it's heartbroken, it's heartbreaking, you're feeling broken inside, feeling the way you do, because this isn't what you thought you'd wanted, or that what you were meant for. The ancestral wounds is the aspects that you're kind of, in a way, feeling like you have to do everything. That you're looking around, that you're seeing that there is all of this chaos and everything, that you have to fix everything. Because you yourself need fixing. But no one's there to fix you, no one's there to observe and see all the chaos, and you're there to see the chaos, and you're there to be aware and see the broken-hearted feelings and the feelings of feeling, sad and alone and deprived, isolated. These feelings that you've sat with yourself to sense how you feel, and to know that maybe how someone else feels. These are some of the wounds that you're growing through. The aspects that you are noticing that it's not something that is helping anyone, not even yourself. Okay, and then we're gonna go further in here with Butterfly Maiden, transformation. Ooh, I love that. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. So within this broken heart, you're feeling like, there is something that needs to be done differently, clearly. You're feeling broken-hearted, feeling maybe even saddened by everyone around you that you can't help, but you want to help. Because that's where you're observing, you're observing instead of speaking. You're noticing and feeling everything around you, and just knowing that there has to be also this transformation. But you are experiencing enormous change right now, and that brings great blessings for you, pile 3. So keep going with whatever change that you're trying to strive for, It is necessary. It is beneficial. You are worthy. You can do it. Okay? Then we also have, segment with be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. See great blessings, transformation, and be strong. You have this strength within you, pile 3, and you feel that maybe you can't do anything because you have been sitting there and observing, and that's all that you feel like you can do. But you can take the actions necessary. You can change through these wounds. Okay, pile 3. You can be different if you choose to be. Be strong and change. Transform. You can take that leap of faith, and you can, you can sit in this broken heart for as long as you want. You can feel how that feels, sense how your body feels and everything, but are you going to then stay in it, or are you going to move away and transform to something better, to be strong and do something that you are meant to be doing? Okay, and then we have last 2 final cards for you, pile 3, to end your reading. We also have here soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Okay, so what I feel for that is maybe within this broken heart, maybe there's a sense that you feel like you aren't with your soulmate, that there hasn't been so much love in your life, pile 3, that people in your life maybe that you surround yourself with is giving you the sense of a broken heart. And maybe you're thinking, oh, well, I'm not worthy of this love because there's no love that's being given to me. And I see you transforming into your own loving self, to knowing your own love, to finding this self-love, and knowing that your soulmate's already there with you in spirit, and you have to believe it, and it will manifest physically. Because if you are sitting there in this lack of, oh, I'm not going to get this love, I'm never available for this love, I will never have this love, then you will never have that love. You will never find that person that you are seeking to envision and manifest. You have to believe that your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Give yourself this love. Feel this love from this soulmate that you have already, and it will already manifest for you. Pile 3, okay? You have to just be open to that change. And then we also have only time will tell. So that tells you right there, pile 3, that you will only know within this aspect of believing it is already so. That's the wounds that you need to go ahead and you need to basically transition through, transform, and be strong. Be strong, pile 3. This is the reading that I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I hope that it resonated with you. And if it did, then please give me a thumbs up down below. And if you have any comments or questions for me, then please feel free to comment down below, so that way I can go through any comments that you have, as well as if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel so that way you can stay tuned for any future readings that I have for you. Pile 3, thank you so much for being here, and as always, much love.